Well, this should be interesting. Got this new hat. I ordered it off of eBay. The crown of it was shaped just like a typical cowboy hat. You know, they had the scrunchy guys in the middle and kind of a deep cut down there, you know, where you'd expect it to kind of have that shape. I reshaped it with some steam and a little bit of moisture, but right now I'm trying to fix the size of the brim, okay? I like my hats to have about a 3 to 3¼ inch brim, and when this showed up, it was not as advertised. I'm showing it as 3¾ If it was laying flat, it might be more like 4, or based on measurements, I'd tell my wife, yeah, about 8 inches. So I've never done this before. I'm doing it just the stupid way. Using a silver Sharpie, I went around the hat and measured 3¼ all the way around. You see all these little silver dots. I'm just gonna try to cut with scissors. Is this the right way? Absolutely not. But am I gonna try it anyway? Yes. I wouldn't say this is a cheap hat. I don't know if it's Resistol or Resistol. I've heard both, but they're nice hats, man. I just got a pretty good deal on this one on eBay. It's used, it's vintage. Don't know how old it is. So anytime something says vintage, it's like, yeah, but is it really? Like, is it a 5-year-old hat and you say vintage? There's not a date in the on the inside of the crown. But I'm just trying to be as steady as I can, give it a nice little curve to connect each of these dots. And what I know, it's not going to be perfect, but what gives me a little bit of confidence here is that as I was going around doing the measurements, the brim wasn't exactly equidistant around the whole crown. So it already wasn't perfect, but it looked pretty darn good to me, just not the length that I wanted. So feeling okay about how this might turn out. And of course I can make little alterations later if I need to. In case I need to redo this with like a razor or you know, something like that, I'm making the brim about 1/4 inch, like on the higher end of where I like the brim to be. This is a little bit nerve-wracking because this is a nice hat and I am not a hatter, although I am a bit mad. I found out that the reason there's the stereotype of the Mad Hatter is because they used to use a chemical to clean hats, to clean slash like give them shape, like to harden them so they would keep their shape. And that chemical contained lots of mercury, which exposed hatters back in the day to all sorts of terrible things. So if you're as mad as a hatter, that means you got mercury poisoning. Or you're dumb enough to be in a band and wear suits during summer when it's hot as hail in Florida with 100% humidity. And you know the dumbest thing I do on stage is that I almost never use a fan on stage to keep me cool, because I have a wimpy voice and my voice gets dry and cold. So even when it's a zillion degrees outside, I'm about 3/4 of the way through this. I still don't use a fan. I just suffer through the heat, which I would hope any medical professional out there would say, hey, that's stupid, don't do what that guy does. I've also got a new hat band. This is the original one that came with it. It looks pretty nice. It's silver, very reflective, but I was looking for a different kind of vibe. So I got this one with 7 goldish silver. It's like right in between color-wise conchos on it. Conchos, I don't know what the plural is. This is still nerve-wracking, but just a little bit of Bob Ross philosophy. There might just be some nice little mistakes in there. Little happy accidents. I don't remember how Bob Ross talked. I just know that it was soft. All right, at the last stretch, just gonna try to do that. Okay, which side's the front, which side's the back? All right, the fit isn't exactly right yet, but this brim size, that's a big difference. I'm really happy with that. This is pretty darn smooth. Not gonna lie. I think when it comes to using scissors on a hat first try, bro, I'm S tier. There's just one little spot at the end. One little spot at the end. There we go. It is absolutely perfect with no imperfections whatsoever. Yeah.